Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. So the first thing I did was I marked my measurements. This is a measurement. I have a tutorial on how to mark these measurements, the waistline and all. So check my videos if you don't know how to make it. Then I marked my bust circumference divided by 4, and I marked the same on my waistline. Then I'm going to mark 2 inches, a difference between the front length and the back length. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll mark my waist measurement is 7 inches. Then the remaining of 2 inches I'll mark it as my dart leg, and on my bust point I'll come down by 1 inch and connect it to those dart legs, just like I'm doing. Then when that is done, I'm going to measure out my armhole depth and divide it into 2. Then I'm going to find the midpoint. That's the essence of measuring it. Then as I've found the midpoint, I'm going to mark there and come down by 1.5 for my princess dart. I've made a princess dart tutorial I have on my channel also, so you can go and watch so I can understand better. Then I'm going to also connect that 1.5 to the bust point. Now the next thing is to I'll measure out my under bust, and the remaining is 1.5. So on my center, from there, look at where I marked from my waistline and my waist dart line, not on the dart leg. That's where I measured my ½ inch on the other part, 1 inch on the other part. Then I'm connecting this with my ruler like you see me do, and that's all for here. Then the next thing is that I'm going to extend this to 1.5. 1.5. So after I'm done extending that, I'm just going to connect it as my new armhole. Then on that my armhole, I'll go up by 1 inch because this is a halter neck line. I won't want my armpit to be showing, so I'm just making my neck round neck. I'm just marking it. Then from there I'm going to connect. I'm just going to somehow draft it. Then that's it for the halter neckline. So I'm pinning this down and I'm cutting it through. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified when I post new videos online. And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much. I love you. Then for the back, I've marked the zipper allowance and my back length. So the next thing is just to mark my shoulder and my neck width of 3 inches. I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope at the back. Then I came down, marked my armhole depth of 8 inches. I marked 8 inches also, so that I'll have a straight line for my armhole curve. Now I have 7 inches. The midpoint is 3.5. Came in by 0.25 there, and I'm just going to form my armhole like that. Then the next thing I'll do is to measure my waist measurement, waist circumference divided by 4, which is 7 inches. I'm just going to connect it. I'm going to add ½ an inch for my zipper bulge, so you need zipper bulge, and I'm going to connect it to my armhole. Then my neck depth is 1 inch, came down by 1 inch. So I'm just going to connect it to form my neck measurements. Yeah, and that is it. So like I did in the front part, I came up by 1 inch because they should rhyme together. Yeah, it should rhyme together, so you have to do it. If not, you will not get it. Then if you want to add your dart, you can from there measure your nipple to nipple and mark. Then from the shoulder line you come down by 9 inches. Come down by 9 inches. Also mark your 4 inches that and connect. Then you go to the armhole, find the midpoint and connect it to that 9 inches you marked earlier. Now this is if you want to add that to the back. I did not make provisions for that, so it's left for you to do what you want to do. You want to add that, fine. If you don't want, just leave it like that and you will not have any problem. So I just made this for those of us that want to add that want to sew on that. Then while I cut out that, I remembered I've not marked my new zipper allowance, so I marked it, which is 1 inch, and that's the collar, that's the front, and that is the back. I hope my story was helpful. If you have anything to tell me, you have anything to say, at the comment section. Comment and see you next time.